Y'all done turned treachery into a testimony line. No! Read it again. They dressed it up in mercy, put silk around the sin, spoke soft over the splinters, like the wood grew whole again. But a vow is not a ribbon you untie and tie at will. And a house once lit with trust knows the smell of cinders still. He walked muddy through the linen, left bootprints where he swore, then stood polished in the doorway, like he had not split the floor. Now they call it human weakness, like the book was speaking mild, but heaven never named adultery, like a harmless little child. You can lift your hands on Sunday, still does not change the night. Hebrews call the bed holy, and the holy still knows blight. God forgives, he surely does, but he still called it wrong. Do not pour cheap grace on treachery and call the damage gone. God forgives, he surely does, but truth stands just as strong. You do not drag fire through a covenant, then sing like nothing burned all along. Matthew did not stutter, Christ did not wink and grin. He did not frame betrayal like a stumble in the wind. Proverbs name the wound a wound, shame a thing that scars, not a passing cloud at twilight, not a scratch that leaves no marks. Malachi said covenant, and heaven heard the crack. When a promise gets dishonored, some things do not wander back. So stop saying God forgives, like that closes every case. David wept and still learned sorrow. Mercy did not erase. Oh, rain can hit the rooftop, still the beam may split. You can cry beside the altar and still face what you did. Hey, God forgives, he surely does, but he still called it wrong. Do not pour cheap grace on treachery and call the damage gone. God forgives, he surely does, but truth stands just as strong. You do not drag fire through a covenant, then sing like nothing burned all along. I seen folks clap for ruin once it learned a churchy tone. Seen them hush the plain truth down to keep a guilty comfort zone. Seen a man break sacred weather, bring a stranger through the gate, then reach for holy language when the reckoning got laid. That is not a slip of judgment, that is choosing in the dark, that is carrying foreign embers to your own house for a spark. White linen dragged through red clay does not call itself unstained, and a cup once laced with poison does not heal because you prayed. The marriage bed was holy, Hebrews said what it said. Not a hallway for appetite, not a feast for the unfed. Whoever commits adultery, Matthew left it plain. You do not need rumor for this, the verse just named the thing. And whoever does it lacks sense. Proverbs cut that line. So do not crown corruption, then call blindness divine. Smoke in the rafters, mud on the sheet, oil on the altar, dirt on the feet. Call it what he called it. Do not make it small. A raised hand is not a sponge for writing off it all. God forgives, he surely does, but he still called it wrong. Do not dress adultery in quiet clothes and act and gone. Read Matthew, read Proverbs, read Hebrews, read Malachi, read David, and stop lying on God. He forgives, yes, but he still